Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to Misguided Intuition, where I could tell you better than I could tell me. Hope everybody's having a good day. Yeah, I guess we'll jump right in. Today we're going to use the Crystal Visions Tarot deck, which I picked up locally, but I'll put the link for that down below. And then this deck we'll clarify with comes in this cute little box, and it actually came with this kit. So I'm gonna see if I can get this whole thing on camera. I didn't know it was gonna come in this. I didn't know exactly what it was gonna be. What I was after was this card holder, which if you've been on my Instagram, it's got hair on it. If you've been on my Instagram or on my TikTok, you'll see that I use it to prop up the cards for the pick of cards and whatever. And it came with this, a deck bag, that deck of cards. It's got some crystals in here. It's got a little cloth. And then underneath all of that, it has little bottles of, little bottles of crystal chips or stone chips. Some of them are generically labeled. I can't attest to, whether these are genuine or not. I could tell you, like, citrine looks like it could be citrine, but yellow crystal, I don't know what that's even supposed to be. White crystal is clear quartz. I don't know what tea crystal is. This one says tea crystal. But yeah, it was really cute. I forget how much it is. But anyway, that is where the black and gold deck came from, which is very much based on the Rider-Waite deck. And so I'll drop the link for that in the description box. And the oracle we'll be using today is the Enchanted map. This one, the Enchanted map oracle by Colette Baron Reed. Really pretty cards, obviously. Everything is pretty here. So yeah, let's see what messages we need to hear today. As usual, it's for whoever needs it whenever you need to hear it. I don't read by sign. It's just general for the collective, whoever needs to hear it. But they're pre-shuffled. I'll go ahead and shuffle a few more times here. We got another hot day here. So over summer, my home state is Wisconsin, and I really, really miss the changing of the seasons and seeing the trees change colors and lose their leaves, and rainy days, muddy days. There we go, 10 of Pentacles wanting to fly out. I miss complaining about the snow, right? About the snow and cold. Like, it's been so hot here. I don't even know when's the last time I wore a pair of socks, y'all. I own like all these really cute shoes, and I don't ever be wearing them because it's too hot. So what's it like where y'all are at? Like, are you having a really hot summer? Or, well, I know in other parts of the world it's not summer. We're opposites, right? So what season are you in where you're at? Let me live vicariously through you. Don't forget to check out, while I'm shuffling here, don't forget to check out my other socials. Those are all linked down in the description box. I post every day. There's a card pull on Instagram. I am going to be getting some just small readings, just like 3 card pulls, put up on TikTok. So that's linked down below too. My card decals came in, so if you live where I live, you'll end up knowing if you see my car, right? I'm not going to tell you where I live. You have to find out on your own. But yeah. Didn't I say I needed to write a script for what to ramble on about? Well, here's one. The name of my last video, what was it? It was juggling versus super cow, right? So I record, and then I go and I put this on my computer and I wait for it to upload and everything like that. And by the time I get there, I'm like, wait, what was the reading about? And then I have to rewatch it. And then I was like, what to name it? And I generally hate clickbaity titles, but isn't that all titles anyway? And I was like, I just really didn't know what to call it. And I was like, yeah, screw it. Juggling versus Super Cow. But if you want to go watch it, it's kind of funny. There's a card with a cow with a cape flying across the moon, right? But let's get to today's message. So what does everybody need to hear right now? Or whoever comes across this video? These cards. My oldest daughter is the one that saw these. So we've got Six of Swords. It looks sad, but it's not. So don't be discouraged or fearful if you see that card. And in this deck, it's kind of dramatic. In the other deck, I'm pretty sure it's the one with the person in the boat moving on to calmer waters. And in this one, you can see here's all the swords. She's thrown down her swords. She's walking away, and she's going to find the light beyond the storm clouds. So that's actually pretty uplifting. Ooh, Nine of Cups. I like it. I like it. We've got the Hanged Man, the Five of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Let's talk about this, right? So we've got the Six of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Empress, and the Nine of Cups. So I don't really like relationship readings, but this almost looks like one to me. Just because, like I said, there was the Hanged Man, and then, I mean, there's the Five of Pentacles, and that could be not relationship, and then there was King of Swords, but here's how I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it as someone is walking away from something. In this case, like I said, it looks like a relationship to me. I'll tell you why in a minute, but you're walking away, or somebody is walking away. You or the other person is walking away from this relationship or situation, walking out of all this shit show back here and walking towards the light. Because you have decided that you're a freaking empress. You are a queen. You are, or a king, whatever. Like, we don't gatekeep here. So, you realize that in order to change your fortune, to change your luck, to progress forward, you needed to look inside yourself to find your own abundance and to really love and nurture yourself. And let that shit go, whatever that was. It was like you were feeling left out and just without and less than. And then all of a sudden, while you're hanging around there feeling that way, the King of Swords came in with some logic and gave you this aha moment. You see what I'm saying? So you had this aha moment, and you are moving into the Nine of Cups energy, where you are filling your own cups. You're loving yourself. You are not waiting for external validation. You're not waiting for somebody else to make you feel full. You're not waiting for someone else to fill your cups for you. There is a phrase that is like, it's in the back of my mind, and I cannot think of the words that I'm trying to say, but you know what I'm saying. Like, you get what I'm saying here. So let's see if we're right? Because like I said, to me, this looks relationship-ish. I don't really care to do love readings, but if that's what the cards say, that's what the cards say. So let us clarify. I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3 since these came out together. So first we'll go with the Six of Swords. Let's see if they want to do it. I might not need to clarify, right? Shuffle again. While we see if anything else is going to come out, I do want to say, with the messages this is giving, I wholeheartedly agree. You don't need someone else to validate you or fulfill you or fill your cups or like, yeah, you don't need someone else. I mean, it's nice. I'm not going to lie. Like, you can get lonely without somebody, right? But you don't need somebody else to do that for you because, there we go. That's the Six of Swords. Because honestly, if you're not filling your own cup, if you're waiting for someone else to fill your cup, that means you're missing something, right? Like, there's something, like, one of these cups is empty or something is not or cracked or something. And so if you're waiting for somebody else to come along and fill that up, well, what if they have cracked and empty cups too? Well, then you're just like playing back and forth. Like you ever play the game where you have what is that game? It's got like the bottles with the different color liquid, and you have to keep sorting them until you sort, like, each bottle has to have like one color liquid. You get them all sorted out, right? And there's always like one or two empty bottles, right? So it's kind of the same thing. Like, if you're not fulfilling yourself, if you're not loving yourself and filling your own cups, and you're waiting for someone else to come in and do it for you, right? And they're likely, you know, energy matches energy, right? So if you guys are vibing at the same level, chances are their cups are cracked and empty too. So what you end up doing is you end up just pouring back and forth, but you're never actually filling each other's cups. You're just swapping half-ass energy, and it's never really going to be fulfilling. Does that make sense? Anyway, let's clarify this one. The Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. There we go. The Queen of Cups. Here you go. See? And you know what? Okay, so cups are emotions, right? Queen is queen energy. She's very mature. She's very nurturing. But she's also smart, because if you look, her cup has a lid on it. So she's being very selective about who she lets pour into her cup and who she's going to pour her cup out for. Does that make sense? So, like, her big old royal cup is full for herself. She's sitting in it, and she's going to be very, very selective about who she shares it with in either direction. I like that a lot. So, 9 of Cups. Ah. I am not taking all of that. I am... Okay. Duly noted. We'll take that. Since that shot out to the side. Here, just a confirmation. You have 6 of Swords here, transitioning away from something, moving towards the light. You have 8 of Cups here. You're walking away from something or someone. The Emperor, you are taking back your power. You are finding your power. And then you're going to sit in your power, because you don't need somebody else to do that for you. What's in the center? Oh shit, look at that. That's a repeat 9 of Cups right there. I like that. This is, you know, okay. So here's the thing. Breakups are hard and they suck. You invest all this time and energy into somebody, and I loved him, I loved her, and they were the one. Okay. And I understand. And you know what? I'm not going to say that I've never done it. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. I'm 44 years old. I've definitely been there, done that. What I am going to say is this. If it didn't work out, my best advice to you is to really sit down and objectively look at your relationship. What attracted you to that person in the first place? Was it really anything deep, or was it superficial? Right? Because I literally asked a guy for his phone number based on he had really pretty eyes and I liked his laugh. And the honeymoon phase was great, and then it wasn't great anymore. You see what I'm saying? So I had to really, I actually did a journaling exercise where I went back and assessed my past relationships. Because to be fully transparent, I am looking to get divorced now. This marriage did not go the way it was supposed to. It is not, it just isn't. And so I took the time, I sat down, I really evaluated the relationships I had been in, and I realized I really didn't hardly even scratch the surface with these guys that I have been with. And I'm not saying they're bad people. I'm just saying they weren't my person. And it was like, it wasn't, they were not the one. We actually did not mesh very well beyond the surface. Like, so if you take the time to look back at this relationship that you're getting out of, whatever this is, what was it that drew you to that person? And when was the moment when you realized that they weren't it? You know what I'm saying? Like, find what it was that, and And then what did that make you realize about yourself? That's what I was going to say. What did it make you realize about yourself? What was the lesson that you needed to learn? Because once you figure that out, then you can apply that, and you could sit in this Empress Nine of Cups energy. You can start loving yourself better, and set better boundaries for yourself the next time around. You know, some people take a long time to find the right person, and you know, unfortunately it's just that way. But if you learn the lessons from each one, apply those, and set your boundaries and your expectations, and you're firm with it, like do not let somebody sweet talk their way, you know, past your boundary. Like, respect is respect. You set a boundary, that's it, right? And hold yourself accountable to the boundaries that you set too. And then eventually you can go from the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups, right? And that's when your cups are overflowing and you just have an abundance to give to somebody else. I always tell my kids to find somebody who doesn't need anything from you, because you have everything you need, right? And if they have everything they need, then all that's left is the desire to share back and forth, because y'all already have everything you need. Anyway, I ramble a lot. So Six of Swords clarified by the Page of Wands and the Strength. You are off. You have found your strength and you are off to better things. You are, yeah, it says what it says. We already talked about the Queen of Cups here, and over here on the Nine of Cups, you have the Six of Wands and the Fool. You, obviously, if you have reached Empress and Nine of Cups energy, you absolutely deserve the Six of Wands with the wreath and the celebration and the triumph and the victory and the success. And the Fool, you know, the Fool is, you know, probably over on the other side of these storm clouds, or on the other side of these mountains here. If you're going by the cards, you can start your new journey. You're ending this one, and you're going to start a new one. Get the lesson, set your boundaries, you know, raise the bar, you know, and I think you'll be all right. So this is pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to go right to the Oracle and see what the Oracle cards have for us. I know I already shuffled them. I'm going to shuffle them one more time because I just feel like it. Yeah. I don't know how my stomach is growling again, y'all. I swear I ate. We had eggs and sausage. There's no reason for my stomach to be growling. All right. Okay. Let's see what we got. We're just gonna intention. There's your boundaries and your expectations and raising the bar. Look, your owl is your wisdom. Your egg is what you ultimately want to grow, right? Like a functional, healthy, balanced, made custom for you relationship. And it's got this little dandelion here. You can make your wish. So you set your intention, you make your wish, you send it out to the universe. Stick with it. Stick with it. This pillar here, this pillar, to me, it indicates strength, right? Pillars are strong. They hold things up. These are your... This is when you set your intentions and your willpower to keep your intentions set, to keep your boundaries strong, and to, like, really... Who was it? Was it... It was the guy from... What channel was that? If I quote this wrong, let me know. But I'm 99.9% positive that it's something the guy from Minnow Pond Tarot said. He said, don't just set goals, set standards. And that really stuck. And I think you guys could apply that here too, because when you set a goal for a relationship, I want a nice girl or guy that, you know, he's nice to me and he doesn't screw around on me. All right, cool. So you're going to get a nice girl or guy that's nice to you and doesn't screw around on you. But what if they lie to you? What if they steal your money? I know that doesn't fall under being nice to you, but what if they're verbally, like, what if they're nice to your face, but they're doing shady shit behind your back? Then they're not really being nice anyway. So set standards. Like, you absolutely will not tolerate, like, these are your absolute, like, this is a one and done, make it or break it list. And if you deviate from this list, like, we're done. And like, bam, that's it. So that's your standards, that's your pillar. So what's at the other end here? Details, details. That's what I said before about when I was saying how like sometimes we are attracted to the superficial, like the surface level traits of a person. Oh, he's really funny. She's really gorgeous. He's really good at pick something. Oh, she sings beautifully. Awesome. That's great. I'm glad they're beautiful and have skills. What are they like on the inside? What are their values? What kind of morals do they have? How are they with their family? Do they have children? How are they with their children? Are they hopping jobs every, 3 weeks? Or are they pretty stable that way? I'm not saying that finances should be like your main focus, right? But I'm just saying if they can't commit to a job for more than 3 or 4 weeks at a time, what makes you think they're going to put the effort into you? Do you understand what I'm saying? So details, details, right? So there's that. But the one that actually came out is Spark, and we'll go in the book for that. Let's see. You are a clear channel for divine energy. There's a spark of creativity in you, and you have every reason to move forward with optimism and hope. Yes, you do. Open yourself to inspiration and allow life to show you its beauty and your part in co-creating it. This is the perfect time to give birth to an idea, start a new relationship or job, or begin any endeavor. Attraction is high as you connect with others who can co-create joyous experiences and join with you in expressing the finer aspects of life. Watching a spark turn into a flame and stoking that fire is a gratifying activity. That, now I lost the page. Darn it. When it says attraction as high as you connect with others who can co-create, that's another thing too. Okay, so excuse me, sorry about that. So another thing, when you get out of one relationship, oh my gosh, I have an itch in my throat. I think it's my allergies. I'll try this again. When you get out of one relationship and you go back and you assess this and you see kind of where things kind of just like went off course and you've gotten the lesson and stuff, and then you raise the bar, you set your boundaries, you set your expectations, you set your standards, right? You have now raised your vibration. Okay, so when you raise your vibe, there's only two things that can happen. You will either attract your vibe or higher, or you will hopefully not make a foolish decision to take a step backwards and let low vibing people bring you back down. The goal is raise your vibe, and then those who are not vibing as high as you, they can't even touch you. Like, so, because it shows outwardly too, right? So you get all this stuff and you start really loving yourself better. And look how freaking beautiful she is, right? And people can see that. People can see when you love yourself. They can see when you are just confident and sure in who you are. And that's when you hear people talk about, oh, like, I think they're out of my league. Yeah, they might be. Energetically, they might absolutely be. Energetically, you might absolutely be out of somebody else's league if you are elevating your own vibe and energy, if you're elevating yourself and they haven't done the work, they haven't taken the time. So that means that while you're over here shining, she's all sparkly and stuff, so you're over here shining like a diamond, the only people that you should be attracting are the people that can afford your energy. Does that make sense? So anyway, that's what I have for you today. If this resonated, please hit the like button and subscribe. Hit the little bell thing to get your notifications. Peep my other socials. Interact in the comments, please. Like, I need friends. I was just talking to a friend earlier. I said I got like 3 people I pick my phone up for. But, no, really, like, drop it in the comments. Like, let me know what's going on. Let me know if this resonates, or, let everybody get down there and chit-chat back and forth. I think it will be fun. But that being said, I'm going to let this go here, and I will catch you next time, and y'all stay blessed.